Welcome back. It's Ask the Expert with Recycle Frog here on the program, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can email questions, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca, even Facebook questions. Best idea is to call, and already David Martinek's here. We have a couple callers on the line. Let's get to our first phone call. It's Natalie. Good morning, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. What's your question today?
I found a dime that has a fish instead of a regular leaf on it.
Right.
And
The blue nose, isn't it? The usual thing on a dime?
That's right.
But you've got a fish on yours.
Yeah.
Bet you it's a salmon.
That's right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think David knows exactly where this coin is from.
Yeah, and I'm amazed that you know it's a salmon. Well done. It is silver. It's the centennial coin, and they have about 50% silver in them, as opposed to something a little bit older. So say even 1966, they have 80% silver in them.
No kidding.
And then as you get even older into the 1920s and earlier, then you have actually sterling silver, 92.5.
Full on silver.
Yep, it's 92.5.
In dimes, nickels?
Half dollars, full silver dollars as well. Anything that's sort of 1919 and earlier has sterling silver
At
content.
the time, were they face value? Like if it was sterling silver and I got a $1 coin,
sure, it
was $1 worth of silver at the time.
In 1966, these were considered just face value $1, and today they're worth closer to $15 in the silver content. So,
no kidding.
You know, people that are sitting around with bags of coins that their dad used to, collect or whatever. We've had a lot of people that were business owners that over the years would pull out the older coins because they knew they might be worth something later on, and replace them with the newer coins.
What's Natalie's dime worth?
Probably 50 to 60 cents, somewhere in that range, depending on the price of silver. So 5 times, 6 times the value of the face value. So still not a bad,
If you
return.
have a lot of them.
Oh yeah. I had a lady who actually was out in Iroquois. We had an event out there. She called me a couple of days before the event, and she said, "I have a lot of coins." And I hear that all the time. I assume they have a few coins when they say that, but she literally had about 20 pounds of coins, and she ended up with thousands and thousands of dollars. So
No kidding.
She was quite...
From all the coins she had saved.
Oh, absolutely. And we actually took the time to sort through those coins, find the collector ones, pull those out, and set them aside and sent her somewhere else for those. It took us a long time, but it was worth it for her, and she made lots of money with us, but she also made a lot more money with the collector coins.
You're more interested in the silver content,
the scrap
coins.
We want to melt them down.
Yeah, versus the rarity and the collectibles.
Absolutely, yeah. So you know what, we want to extract the silver out of these coins and melt them down. And in doing that, we're just getting what's the value of silver out of it. But sometimes those coins can be worth a heck of a lot more than just the silver content, and that's when we can pull those out and send you somewhere else.
Very good. We've got Diane on the phone with another call this morning. Diane, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you.
Very good. What's your question?
I wondered if they would accept anything gold with diamonds or semi-precious stones.
So, great question, Diane, and actually probably the most popular question is, what do you do with my stones? The first thing we say is similar to coins, where we would, you're just browsing our website.
Yeah, I just went all the way up one page down the other,
when we look at coins and we're separating them for their collector value versus their melt value, we do the same thing for jewelry. So if you came in and you had a really beautiful engagement set or wedding set, and large stones in it, that's not the kind of thing that's best sold to any, scrap gold buyer. What we're going to do is we're going to set that aside and we're going to say, you know what, we have someone who can look at that and appraise it for its proper real value, and try and sell it on your behalf on consignment. And that, I guarantee you, will get you far more than you will get anywhere else. And it also protects you from, from trying to do it yourself. I always say this: if you're trying to sell snow tires and refrigerators, go ahead, put it on Kijiji, no problem. You put a single piece of jewelry, gold, silver, anything on there, and you're attracting an entirely different audience. Unless you're an eBay expert or Kijiji expert and you can pick out those scam artists or those criminals that are trying to get that from you, it's not a fun experience. So that's why we never recommend anyone sell anything online unless they're experts. But going back to, it was Natalie's question, I believe.
Yes.
We can take stones out. The cosmetic stones that are worth nothing, we'll pop those right out on the spot, give them back to you, and we'll buy the gold.
Okay.
But if we find something that's worth a lot because of the stones, we're going to put that aside and recommend you go somewhere else.
Gotcha. That was Diane's question.
Oh, sorry, Diane. Sorry about that, Diane.
No worries. Well, that's a good answer to her question. And listen, before we take a break, you've got a couple of events coming up this week, right?
We're actually running today. We've got an event at the Shanklin Arts Center in Orleans.
Right.
We're at the Ben Franklin Place at Center Point in Nepean. And we're also in Ottawa East at the Canterbury Recreation Complex, which is actually a gorgeous venue. So if you haven't been out there, it's a good opportunity to go and check them out. And, and we're out there today from 11 to 6, all the way through Friday, 11 to 6.
Just like that.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break. We are going to talk silver. We'll do it next, but your phone calls are welcome. If you'd like to give us a shout, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning@ctv.ca or Facebook us a question. Do it right away. Our final segment with Recycle Frog on Ask the Expert is coming up. So if you miss it, you want to get in touch, there's their location and telephone number. Feel free to give them a call and ask questions there. More of Ask the Expert right after this.
And love can't save us now.